good Ursa game because I mean they picked it ninth, like they had a most of a good idea of what's happening in this game, but I think the amount of pressure that was on that ninth pick for them was just way too high. I think the off lane Phoenix, I mean maybe we'll see more of it and it'll look more impressive and stuff, but it just seems like you're setting your game up to be rather difficult when you've got those first four heroes and you need something crazy to tie it together. And when it's so obvious that that's the linchpin of your draft, then they immediately have a pick to counter it, and they just pick the hardest possible counter to that one specific hero to try and make his game as hard as they can with just one pick. And with that, they just kind of took it.
Overall, Sacred's score was really high. He played well, I think, but his pick definitely doesn't help create space for the Ursa because he has long cooldowns, and you have this Mirana Ember just running at everyone. After you use Egg, it's pretty hard. Oh,
it's draft time. We've got game 2 ready to rock and roll. No rest for the wicked here. We had a little patch in between, and well, not to jinx things here, but we were able to get this lobby started pretty darn timely. Ricky banned out again alongside the Mars, Nyx Assassin, and Ember Spirit now taken out by the Ego Boys as we go back for that prized Mirana. Who's ready for a Witch Doctor pick?
Now I'm looking to see if there's anything in that patch, but I don't see anything.
They take the Ember out. I'm surprised. I guess they were really impressed with the plays from that Ember. I don't feel like the Ember by itself was the problem. I think the combination with Mirana is really what makes the hero that good. But I guess they better safe than sorry.
He's still a very annoying hero to deal with, though. And as we talked about in that last draft, he has a little bit of that blank canvas feel. So he's very versatile in that regard. You know, he's those kind of games, it looks straightforward, but you can see him in a side lane. You can see him go for different items that are more utility based.
Right.
I kind of get it. He's a really good catch-all hero that can morph into whatever you need.
True. But then Puck's not banned, so that hero is going to show up again. What's the other hero? I guess Batrider is also missing.
Yeah, and then they replaced the Undying, I guess, if you want to go there with the Ember ban, right? But I don't think Undying is quite at the status he was at in the previous patch.
Nyx Assassin, though, no slack for the bug. He's just gone. We're not going to get to see him much at all, I reckon.
And they have 10th pick here for the defenders as well. So the Puck has like some added value there if you can roll swap it around, but they already have the Rubik, and so that would limit it to like 3 or the 2. Not that that's too bad, but it does slightly lower the value, I would say.
Yeah. Is Mirana this popular in the other regions, Trent, from what you've caught? Because she, similar to Witch Doctor, she seems like just top of the meta for South America. Teams absolutely love her in a variety of roles as well.
Yeah, no, she's this is the highest percentage I've seen it, at least, would be SA. But honestly, I'm watching so much SA Dota that I'm only catching like usually like one series from the other regions, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Mirana and Earth Spirit seem to be the go-to almost every game. You do see Rubik sometimes. Oh, there you go, the Batrider. All right.
Bring him out.
I really like the combo of Batrider and Mirana, the lasso arrow. So he's like a pretty good snatch. And also here we didn't really see picked at all. I think he usually gets banned, so pretty excited to see how that one goes.
Oh, I'm taking a little dive into CIS right now out of curiosity. So currently for their picks, they're rocking the Pucks, the Mars, the Earth Spirit, Void Spirit, Keeper. Very, very similar. They have a couple Mirana picks there, like 4.
Okay.
They have a lot of Timber picks and bans like we did too, but no Timbers today, I don't think.
Yeah, he was first banned in a couple games yesterday, right? Was it?
And a lot of them, I think.
Yeah, most of them. Probably the majority.
Troll has been banned 12 times in CIS and not picked once.
Oh, there's that research. There's the Visage ban. Ego Boys, they know.
Yeah, 10th pick. Know. Yeah, they don't want to see that come out at the end.
Okay. I like this, though. You know, simple stuff, but cover your bases. Game 2, you don't want to get got here.
Yeah, and that's
heroes like Lycan come to mind again.
If they ban the Visage, this means they're expecting this Batrider to be offlane then?
Because, one would think, or at least they just don't want to have to deal with that flex.
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of defenders are banning like it's an offlane too, right? They're getting rid of the Slark. They might get rid of the PL, and they're going to ban the Lycan.
Now, do you ban the Life Stealer, guys? All right, he is one of the best position ones against the Bat Rider because he does have the magic immunity. Is it worthy of the ban?
So much hate for Lifestealer, man. So much hate.
I just want to balance out your love
pick,
for the
dude.
hero. I think that's the real angle here.
The thing about Lifestealer is that when he loses you a pub game, it just feels so annoying because he probably didn't get to do anything the whole game. You know, and so he's so easy to flame. So I think a lot of people just like tend to kind of hate on the hero when he's not super busted.
Yeah, I feel
you're
like
not wrong.
He might be in like a state where people didn't really figure him out completely. They changed so much.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't feel like that much, but like when you take open wounds out and you just give him this random spell, I feel like there still might be something there to be figured out. But I did see a fair amount of SA players trying the Lifestealer. I don't think it's that good versus Batrider though, because
no.
I like Jug more, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that might be the next ban.
Yeah.
Oh, Wraith King out. We do see
so
a lot of cares removed.
Say the Monkey King is still there. He kind of stands apart from the herd, and Troll as well.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird to play Monkey King when you have the Batrider, because like sometimes you can cut your own monkey's tree. It's one of those things where like the Batrider is a counter to the Monkey King in a way, but when you have it in your team, it doesn't really synergize that well too. We'll see here.
Wow, they're really thinking about this one.
Yeah, there's a lot of options. They could ban like anti-bat heroes too, right? Like maybe they're wondering like, could they flex this Mirana core? Like, should we ban the Oracle or something?
Oh,
they just do that and take it. Fair enough.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
was
versus
thinking the same
Mirana
thing,
anyway, right? So yeah,
Mhm.
you don't want someone getting max arrow stunned and just dying.
Yep, love the Oracle. And now this opens up a whole list of potential combos, like your Death Prophet's a classic, like some Necrophos type stuff, your Terror Blade,
5 seconds
you know,
remaining.
Huskar if you really want to throw some crazies into the ring.
Radiant team pick.
Now, that's a hero we haven't heard in a long time, the old Huskar.
Husky, yeah, he's still in a bit of a rough spot, I think. Or with Oracle or Wisp are maybe the only times you could maybe sort of consider it just a little bit, but
the Weaver picks. This one's always an interesting matchup, Weaver versus Batrider. I have seen several pro games where the Weaver dies. It is not that uncommon because they overestimate the ability of the early levels of Shikuchi, and they get too greedy. So we'll see.
And you don't have max move speed anymore, so you can still be slowed by quite a bit.
Oh,
there you go. That
that's
Bloodseeker
good.
we're talking about.
Amazing against Weaver. This is like, you know, hard counter levels to some degree. Very effective.
Dire team
And they have 10th pick too.
Okay, great counterplay to the Bat Rider. Get some vision. Try to counteract some of those blink initiations.
Nice versus Bloodseeker too, because he can't just like play free. He has to think about like where he runs in. He doesn't want to get roared into arrow and just die.
Yeah.
But you do have that Oracle, right? So
Yeah.
the False Promise is gonna be something to watch out for.
Remaining.
I feel like EGOBOYS draft is
Radiant team
not
back.
that good. I don't like the lane, as Trent said. The lane with the Weaver versus Batrider, not that great. And I think Bloodseeker handles Beastmaster pretty well. You have like good move speed.
And the boars
good
are
wave clear.
I actually like being Oracle versus
Dire
boars
team back.
because you can kill them pretty easily with Purifying Flames.
Yeah, I'm not that confident so far. I think they might be able to wrap it up with a good last pick here. They're gonna take the Storm out.
What are they going to try?
there's-
Like Void Spirit or Invoker or something?
10
I
seconds
like Invoker
remaining.
for EGOBOYS here.
Yeah. It's like mediocre.
5 seconds
I don't know.
remaining.
I feel like it would be a lot of pressure on the
Radiant
Invoker.
team ban.
There's that puck ban, makes it all the way through.
I think they're going to try Void Spirit. I think that's what they're aiming for,
Okay.
if I had to guess.
You mean for EGOBOYS?
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to pick. I think it like kind of works with the Mirana. If it can roam a bit with the
10
Beastmaster,
seconds remaining.
it's like
I did see some South American teams really enjoying the
5
Quasvex
seconds
Invoker
remaining.
into Arrow combo. So you would get like
I
Tornado
mean, I'm
into
down.
Arrow.
yeah.
I don't remember if it was EGOBOYS. I remember a team that did it twice in a BO3. But yeah, I like Void Spirit. I think he's more reliable. He like actually handles Bloodseeker pretty well. You can move without taking the rupture damage.
And
Well, they will have last pick.
Yeah, he's still pretty
Oh,
good
I'm
for
sorry.
ninth pick, right? You don't have to worry too
Yeah,
much.
Latam have last pick.
Yeah.
So you need something pretty. I mean, could you go like Lena or something that is just a little safer in terms of matchup? There's the Invoker ban, so good call.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Am I nuts with Lena? Do we not like that? Like Death Prophet? Those are
No,
my
Lena's-
go-to ninth
I-
pick
I,
safety mids.
I like Lena with Batrider, and I like it versus Weaver. If you just get that first initiation, just boom.
I mean for Ego
10
Boys.
seconds
Ego Boys.
remaining.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant
Ninth
as a
pick.
counter pick.
No. Ninth pick safety.
Seconds
Safety
remaining.
heroes.
I think they
I
need
feel like
better
Lena is
initiation.
I feel like Lena is a better last pick than a ninth pick against the gap close that they have on Latam. But they could. I mean, there's not a lot of options here, so they could go for it.
I still like the Void
Uh,
Spirit though. I have to throw that out there. I like
one
that
thing that I
call.
didn't mention: the players on EGOBOYS, for whatever reason, their tags are weird. I think Tano, his official tag is INS, but he has Tano now, and Prada has SCHH
Yeah.
something. I'm not really sure what's up with
SHCCD.
that. Yeah, not sure what's going on. But I got kind of confused in the game, so maybe if people that are watching that know these players for a while, it is Prada playing 5 for EGOBOYS.
It is listed on Wikipedia. It looks like that might be an actual name change.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Sergio Toribio. I thought it might be some sort of relation to his real name, but doesn't appear to be. Yeah, unknown.
Radiant team pick.
Oh, wow. They actually went for the
D?
arrow combo.
I
Oh,
love
D?
this.
I almost brought it up, and then I just didn't because I was like, no. I thought everything about Void Spirit, and I thought everything about OD, and I was like, I'd rather just have Void Spirit. That was my
Me
thought
too.
process.
So good. You can banish
10
lasso
seconds
targets.
remaining.
You can banish rupture targets. It's
False
a good
promise
setup with
targets.
the arrow.
5
Yeah,
seconds
it's
remaining.
you can actually like jump the oracle, make sure there's no false promise. This is great. I love what EGOBOYS did.
And in terms of mana multipliers, looking pretty good so far. Shaping
True.
up to be a good OD game.
They're not the brightest heroes over there. Okay, well, who still counters
Yeah.
OD? Sniper's dead.
Kunkka's
Yeah.
banned. Razor, run at
Ranger
him.
mid.
The Razor.
Whoa! The Brood,
Ugh.
mama. You
Ugh.
banned the Visage. We picked the Brood. Nah,
Alright, this is
What's
perfect.
up?
This is perfect because they can Beastmaster mid. They send the OD off lane. They don't care. They thought about it.
They knew.
Huh. So
What
is this a
on
good
earth?
Brood game?
Can you guys see these cosmetics yet?
No.
Audience can't. We can. I also love how high OD is floating above the others in the
Oh.
jungle. By the way,
Wait till you guys see this brood mother. It's some spooky
Yeah, this
stuff.
is a pumpkin brood mother. I don't know how the hell this is like some cat dog level shit. So what do we like here? 2-0? Are we going to game 3? Bowie, we'll let you call it first since you were so confident in that 2-0 for the EGOBOYS.
EGOBOYS should won all the
10
way.
seconds
That
remaining.
Beastmaster pick was genius.
They still haven't
knew
chosen.
the Brood Mother was coming.
They haven't chosen
Oh.
between Beastmaster and OD yet.
Uh-oh,
There's
Bowie.
no way you send OD mid, dude.
Whoa,
Okay.
well, oh yeah, we'll see. Yeah, obviously,
Alone
Sacred's
takes
probably
OD,
playing him in. I'm going for the
And
brood mother.
Sacred takes Beastmaster.
They 10th picked it. I believe in Latam defenders. Take me to not game 3 because you won the first game. Give me a
Yeah,
2-0.
I mean,
you
I agree
underdogs.
2-0. Just the other way. Cuckahook, I've been hyping him up, and he's been delivering, and I can't wait to see him deliver again here, boys. I want to hear from our casters, though. Gareth, darling, are you feeling the Cuckahook vibes as much as I am?
I don't know, man. This Brood by the last pick has got me all shook. Like, I've got shivers, man. It's spooky. Theban, when was the last time you had to deal with the Broodmother last pick? What are your experiences with that?
I think I've seen a Bruma last week, but it definitely did not work out that well. They were just playing way too passively, farming instead of just playing in the opponent's face once they had the advantage. So hopefully this Broodmother knows how to play Brood. Not a lot of
hope
players
so.
in the world actually who play Brood really know how to play Brood the proper way. So Let's see how it goes. I mean, it could really take over the game. That being said, if the Beastmaster has a good game too, we know what Beastmaster can do when he gets fat, right? You got that Necro 3, you got the Roar, and Broodmother also a target that can't really deal with Roar that well.
Yeah, and an ability for Beastmaster just to keep pushing lanes and forcing the Broodmother into awkward positions because, like you say, Brood is kind of a finesse hero, very nuanced playstyle. Very often you see, the Smurfs, the big players playing Broodmother in the mid lane. They dominate the laning stage, and they just snowball and run away with it. But
oh my god, look at the Broodmother's item. Look at
what is that
pumpkin on his back. What? All right. Production, can we click on the Broodmother real quick?
Could we not?
Check this guy. Check this guy out. Check his set.
Don't zoom in on it, please. No. Deary me, that is a satanic Broodmother.
Yeah, it's kind of goofy though with the pumpkin. Not gonna lie, but when you get a close up, but other than that, yeah, it's pretty spooky.
Dire Observer Ward goes down. I think they were looking for Astral into Arrow or something there.
30 seconds.
EGOBOYS won't find it though.
Man, you can always expect some kind of first blood, plays coming out from these South Americans like pre-wave starts. It's so nice. They also smoke to get out there faster on the map.
Yeah, and they got 2 good wards down.
Yeah, I don't think they saw the ward planted mid by the Brute though. He planted it through the fog vision and the trees, so might not be able to deward that one.
Yeah, good point. Broodmother being very safe there with the ward. Start things off with Beastmaster against Broodmother mid. Sacred up against Nanana. Blightstone, Broodmother heading into Soul Ring, or it looks like straight up Medallion for the Brood, in fact.
Interesting. The Beastmaster are gonna have to max out Wild Axes in this lane.
Yeah.
I guess that's one downside also, is that you have to go Wild Axes max build. You won't be able to get the Inner Beast or the Call maxed out that early in the game.
Yeah, like which one do you skip over? Do you get like 1 point in Inner Beast and max out Axes with like extra points in Call of the Wild?
I guess so. It's only 10 attack speed, right? Yeah. Probably that's the way.
We'll see what he decides to do. Over in the other lanes, bottom, Cockahhook, and Aretas. This Bloodseeker Oracle.
Tri-lane, eh?
Currently against the tri-lane, yeah. Alone Tano and SH down here with a Maiden.
I don't like when Crystal Maiden starts off in the tri-lane, use a spell, and then TP somewhere else. She's left with like almost no mana to help for the carries lane. Like, look at her. She TP's off, she has like 100 mana. Has to pop the Clarity, can't even show up, or gonna get her Clarity broken.
Oh, but she gets a CS under tower.
Yeah.
Real power plays by the Maiden. So yeah, they do separate, go back to their 2-1-2. OD off lane. We've heard a lot of talk about this, but it is the mid lane player on the OD in this off lane, of course, so they have swapped things around for that Beastmaster to match up mid. And this thing's still a little quiet. We can peek into the top lane. Batrider Rubik against Weaver Maiden. Do you feel like once Bat Rubik hit, like level 3 or so, they could start offering some pretty hefty kills up here?
I think Weaver Crystal Maiden is just a much stronger lane than the Bat Rubik. If it was a Batrider with maybe a melee position 4, I think they would have a much stronger lane, but because it's a Rubik, I don't think it's going to really do much against the Weaver during the laning stage. But we do know what Rubik does against Weaver later, though.
Yeah.
Stealing the Shikuchi, we saw that yesterday, was really strong.
Getting that immediate catch on him. Mirana sprinting away from the Bloodseeker. Gets through all of her leaps. Actually going to have to try and Clarity to return to wherever she wants to head. Maybe that mid lane courier could be a snipe, but she's been spotted on her way here.
Man, Mirana's such a nice and easy hero to play. Just run around, you got nothing to do, just arrow some big camps, get some experience. Always gonna let you scale. Feels good, man. You're just killing all the big creeps wherever he goes.
Yeah, steal the jungle away and accelerate yourself. Man, that mid lane. I was looking at the CS and thinking, okay, Beastmaster, killing some spiders, it's not a big deal. But the net worth difference is already about 400 in the favor of the Beastmaster, and that's just going to keep climbing.
I mean, Brute is just not that good at like shutting heroes down in the early laning stage. Her base damage is very low. and fighting into a Quelling Blade hero here. Not going to be able to deny that many creeps.
With 76 base damage already on the Beastmaster, yeah. Soul Ring to keep spamming his axes. So Broodmother is going to go jungle and, yeah, swaps into the Soul Ring over that medallion that she had queued originally.
You know, Sacred is going to feel amazing this game because he's an offlane player, right? So he's not used to having so much experience and gold like this early into the game. It's like, what do I do with all this power, you know? It's like he's feeling like Thanos right now.
That's the thing, what does he do? Like, you mentioned the Necro earlier on, but is this a game where he could think about, you know, going a Blink Dagger or something like that? Or do you still want to just stay with that pushing prowess that Beastmaster offers you, and then you give the space away to someone else that needs it a little more?
I think he just goes whatever helps him have a good mana pool, so he can keep spamming the axes. He's the designated Broodmother killer, pretty much. And then you go for the regular Necrobook after that. Like, you just want to be this guy where if they run into you, you just kill them. You don't want to be this guy who's like running around and blinking in and maybe putting yourself in danger and stuff like that with not stats items.
Yeah, I guess it is a good point you make there, is that the Beastmaster is going to have to mirror the Broodmother, right? Like, he can't really leave his lane to go and make plays. He has to just stop the Brood from splitting the wave, cutting back behind towers. So far, doing a great job of it. 5 minutes in almost, and no first blood yet, Theban. We'll see some curious snipes.
I see a Javelin coming out for the Weaver, though. That's going to give him a huge power spike. And, yeah, Bounty Runes. Maybe this is it. Batrider, a lot of trouble.
Already playing very forward. Lets the Rubik take the bounties, but another Shikuchi here should be able to grab the Batrider. Good flame break back, though. Now it's forced away. They've got the telekinesis into the Fortune's End. The TP rotation of the Oracle is paying off dividends here, but Crystal Maiden is the one that secures the first blood, and the Weaver finally dies out of the Sentry Ward. They just had vision of him for the Oracle.
Yeah, he ran back for the Javelin that was going to die on the Courier if he didn't pick it up, and then he died to the Sentry as he ran back with the Shikuchi.
Oh, and the stack's being stolen by Beastmaster too. Rubik's going to try and clean up the remnants of it.
Yeah.
Tower
He had to go run back mid too with the Beastmaster. He couldn't stick around because the Broodmother was going to do a bunch of damage to his mid tower if he didn't.
Yeah, that was what, like a 6 or 7 second movement by the Beastmaster, and that's already a good 250 damage on the tower. You can definitely feel the potency of the Brood once she does get the push going.
She's level 7 on the Brood. Beastmaster's also level 7. He's doing really well with the axes on the Brood. Broodlings, Spiderlings. Oh! I mean, it's just stat padding. It was like 10 creeps, but he got like 40 gold out of it.
Oh, he misses those axes.
Arcane Rune, Beastmaster. Oh no.
Well, you know what?
It was like, my babies.
What? Just go Aghanim Scepter, mate. I was wondering what items you should go for. Forget Blink Dagger, forget Necrobook. Just go Ags Beastmaster with a Bloodstone.
I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't. I mean, you can go Ags later, but Necrobook is just way too good, man.
Roar mid.
Oh.
With the arrow.
That's a big kill.
Getting the
Huge
Broodmother. Massive for Sacred and Tano. I mean, there were 2 supports coming from Latam defenders, like they've got a smoked Rubik, the Oracle was coming, but the speed at which they dispatched that Broodmother, very, very fast. Yeah. And now a tower.
They need to start playing around this Broodmother. Like, that's going to keep happening, right? And that was a Roar on a Arcane Rune. So he has another one up in 40 seconds. The Broods can die the same exact way. Once again.
Batrider. Using Firefly to run away.
Yeah, he wants to take some attention off the mid tower, and he does it. Cuck-a-hook bottom though. Got that kill onto the OD, or child in here.
Yeah, they left the OD in like a 1v1. We saw the OD doing pretty well against the Bloodseeker when they were in that straight 1v1 matchup, but both supports, they come in and secure the kill.
Yep.
Brood trying to rebuild her army, get her family back together. They've got webs here for the Brood, chasing the Beastmaster down. Sacred has the backup coming soon. Wait, that's not backup. Okay. That's an enemy Batrider. That is not a teammate. That is an evil bat burning him alive. Nice little pick off there, and the Batrider is going to be incredibly happy with that after the way his laning stage went.
Doesn't land the arrow. Yep, he's going to be happy with that. He's level 5 now. Got a lot of gold too. I just want to point out Beastmaster's last hits there. I know we're probably looking at net worth right now, but
Oh my
that
god.
looks pretty nice. You know, if you just take a quick glance at that, you're the Beastmaster, you're gonna feel pretty happy about it.
Jeez Louise. 121.
But net worth-wise, that's only 1,000 more gold than the Brood, which is still quite significant.
Now in here with the Crystal Maiden and the Mirana. Oh, Mirana, careful with those spiderlings. The army comes, and Mama's hungry. Onto the Beastmaster.
Oh,
they'll turn,
Beastmaster,
and
not
he doesn't
again.
have Roar. The axes are there, but the surrounding heroes from EGOBOYS, Batrider, Oracle, everyone here. You said they should play with the Broodmother, and they are doing just
They're
that.
doing it.
Nearly finding the Maiden on her way back to Fountain, but it's gonna be a
Exactly.
good push.
Hey man, you play with the Broodmother, and you know they want to kill your Broodmother because they got that Beastmaster Roar, and you make those counter plays, good things happen. And now this mid tower is looking pretty dead. I mean, Beastmaster doesn't have a TP to get back there. And not only does he not have a TP, he just fed a bunch of experience to all these Radiant heroes. Oracle's already level 6 now. Batrider was struggling, just like barely level 4, now about to hit level 6 as well. That's huge. Absolutely huge.
A great turn of events for them.
Get the
Bottom
tower.
tower does die, so a bit of a trade there, mid for bot. And now a lot of pings coming out here. Cuckerhook saying, guys, let's go top tier 1. This is what we should be getting. Trading out these early objectives. And bringing heroes top. Mirana trying the arrow into Astral with the Meteor Hammer. That Bloodseeker, okay, the Sanity's Eclipse has dropped. And now Oracle is going to be the one that gets chased down, but a good flame break again. Pushes them back, stops the advance. And Weaver Shikuchi doesn't let him latch onto the little Oracle.
Yeah, Radiant, maybe
Maybe,
he
though.
should continue on with the Beastmaster shutting down plays, because right now he's about to take the mid tower back.
This OD is
These axes.
just chasing people down. Oracle, he
Oh.
tries to go for the Fortune's End from Fog play, but alone, just with level 1 Arcane Orb, shredding through him.
Yeah, they realized that a lot of Latam Defenders heroes were going mid to try and stop the Beastmaster push, so being able to chase down that Oracle, good choice.
Good
No
TP
support for
from
the
the
Oracle
Maiden.
there.
Maiden gets ruptured, chased down by this insatiable hunger Broodmother, but just a TP home.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
There's something that Latam defenders could struggle with, honestly, the lack of disables they've got. Especially on the 2 cores, Bloodseeker and Broodmother. Don't have a way to straight up kill someone if they decide to TP home.
Unless you get the shard on the Brood. 2.5 second route.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's pretty bad, honestly.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The Silken
They keep
Bowl.
buffing it. I think they buffed it like 3 times already. And there's probably only been like 2 patches since the shards came out.
Just nobody's
Like, that's how
buying
bad
it.
it's been. Exactly.
This'll come in handy.
Batrider. Oh, he's got enough money for boots of travel. He'll buy it. And he'll. Okay, hi, hello, EGOBOYS. Yes, you found me. 3 heroes gank him in the jungle, but he's already got the job done. While top lane, Astral into Meteor Hammer again, alone, setting up for these nice swift kills on supports.
Yeah, EGOBOYS starting to realize playing around the mid lane is probably not in their best interest. Silence is where it's at. The Broodmother is just way too strong for the time being. Although his net worth is not as high as the Beastmaster's, he still has a lot of annoying things going on here. Ooh, Meteor Hammer? Oh, that's a dead Brood.
That is
have
super
an
annoying
ulti?
for the Brood. I mean, they do. False promise, turn
Okay,
around
they
with
got
insatiable
Oracle.
hunger. Oracle's there, Mirana tries the arrow, catches the Centaur, but not the Broodmother, and Aretus, he's running back, but Oracle, he's just gonna get annihilated as long as the Broodmother
Radiant's bottom tower
falls
is
in the
under
back.
attack.
EGOBOYS super happy with that defense of the jungle.
Definitely. And this Brood is starting to, get a little bit too cocky as well. Like, he got Oracle ulted, and instead of running away, understanding that EGOBOYS are probably having backup coming in, he tried to make some aggressive moves, and it just backfired completely.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures
Check
are
out the
fortified.
difference in the Bloodseeker and the Weaver right now as well. Like, this Weaver is getting towards his Linken's, already has that Maelstrom.
Radiant's
Bloodseeker
middle tower has
just
fallen.
finishing Maelstrom now.
Oh yeah.
So they're kind of have a big difference. Carries
like one-
items right now.
It's like 1.5k net worth difference, but Bloodseeker getting shredded again. There's a lone OD. He comes out of the laning stage with a Meteor Hammer. He didn't have boots, and he finds, what, 4 kills in a row?
Many big plays already. So many big plays. This is what the power of the OD is, right? He has a pretty decent lane against every hero almost, apart from Broodmother. And then he can just set up these kills. Astral into Meteor. Now going for an Aghanims next, so he has 2 Astrals. He's like primary target for Latam defenders. And it's going to be really hard for them to get to him. They got to get past the Beastmaster, this massive Weaver. Even the Crystal Maiden Freezing Field is going to be a problem since they don't have a whole lot of disables either.
It's kind of funny how the game changes so drastically when you have like one lane swap changes the dynamic of the game completely. Like it's 13, 14 minutes in. This Beastmaster has Necro 3 very soon. You know, they're pushing tier 2s so early on in the game. And we're talking about this position 2 OD, you know, technically the mid laner from the squad of EGOBOYS, being the playmaker, running around, setting up kills.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, and this is not a Beastmaster with like naked Necrobook either. This is like phase boots soaring Beastmaster who's extremely tanky as well, with good mobility. Already has Necro 3 up.
Yeah, he just solos that tier 2, what remained of it. The rest of his
squad. Now I got the outpost. 14 minutes.
Oh, all the couriers. Theban, look at the couriers. Oh my god! No. The couriers! So many are dying. Do they have items on them? Wait, no. Was that Bloodseeker's Maelstrom?
I think they all had items on them. There's like words for the Oracle. Yeah, the Bloodseeker's Maelstrom. That's going to be gone for 2 minutes. Oh, man.
What a perfect place to be as EGOBOYS.
That was Broodmother's Orchid, too.
Oh, no.
Completely gone.
So 2 minutes now without Orchid, without Maelstrom. A travesty occurs as all the couriers die. But
oh, they get the OD's courier? No. Oh, the spiders. They didn't have enough damage. Had a blink dagger on it. Actually, he opts to go for the blink instead of the Ags, so he can get that more catch-up potential, I guess. Yeah.
I guess you can immediately jump any of these heroes. I mean, Oracle doesn't stand a chance against the Beastmaster Roar. Dear lord.
Rubik?
They do get the turnaround. Ruptured Beastmaster doesn't give a damn, apparently. Still sends his Necro units forward. A double kill for Sacred.
Brood mid.
Brood? Are we alright? We are absolutely not alright. Latam defenders, they are crumbling now. It's all coming apart. The thread has been pulled. Batrider, he's just running away. He can't get involved with this. They also... Wait, they ping? Yeah, they see. They have the Observer Ward on the Bloodseeker, so OD gets the Astral. That blink helps out tremendously. I mean, this guy's nearly dead already just from the Santi's Eclipse.
Oh,
it's a mega kill streak for your OD. What is that? Quick. 4 kills in a row?
Yeah, that was some quick math from Alone there, too. I had no idea how much damage that Eclipse was going to do, but he did.
Absolute metric fuck ton of damage.
Yep. And that Beastmaster just again? 3 versus 1, the Oracle, Rubik, and Bloodseeker. Like, I don't think we emphasize that enough. Yeah. And here's Oracle again.
Yes, stand still.
Yeah, he's done. He's done. You know what it is. When a player just stands still like that, you know, especially in North America, he's done. Checked out. Like, just guys, I hope you do something. Because I'm done.
That's where I drop the passive-aggressive, like, cool, or very nice, if I died in that situation again. Oh, good lasso! Really good grab by the Batrider, lift up and kill the Weaver. That was a speedy move in from the Latam defenders. But they can't do anything off the back of it. They can't clear through their jungle. They've got Broodmother being picked off. The OD with the Astral Meteor Hammer. Has the backup of the rest of his squad as well, so Broodmother down for 40 seconds yet again.
I mean, this Brood kind of just feels like a piñata right now, right? Like, every time you see him on the map, just crack him open
with the arrow. They can do some work on the OD. False promise on the Batrider too.
On the bat.
Bloodseeker's coming in. Oh, he wants more, but they're such tanky fellas. Beastmaster. Is he going to 1v3 them?
2 versus 4.
Is Sacred going to 1v3? Maiden doesn't exist. I'm covering Maiden with my hand. Not there. That's a Beastmaster going 1v3.
He's so big. He's got 10.5k net worth. He's about to get a freaking solar crest, apparently.
Like, he's
next
an alchemist.
Item. I'm telling you, man, this Broodmother was just a piñata for EGOBOYS. They're just so happy.
Give me all that tasty money. Crystal Maiden. Caught up in all the sticky stuff from Batrider, but Firefly's about to end, and here's the OD. Stolen arrow from Moonlight. But no, nice cancel on the Meteor Hammer, but now it's the real arrow, turned with the fake Astral. Rubik is stealing some good spells and allowing the blink of the Batrider off to the right-hand side, but they've got the Mirana Yules. Another Astral's coming, and they don't even need it.
Actually, that's a good question. Where the hell is Moonlight's Shikuchi and Astrals? Like, these are the two skills you want to be having on your lineup. Like, if the Brood, let's say, gets roared, right? Or the OD Astrals into a Meteor Hammer. If you can turn that fighter on with your own Astral, then that's going to be great, but I haven't really seen it.
He's not been in a great position, and neither is the Brood Mother.
Rip.
Lincoln's Maelstrom Weaver.
Oh,
and another courier. Not another courier. Ego boys, leave them alone.
Jesus. They're also going to go for Roshan now. Sacred and now here. I was going to say, later on, now should finish up a shard. So you get that swarm effect, and then you can pretty much kill all of the little spiderlings with your Weaver too. I'm assuming you're reading up what the shard on the Weaver does.
Just give me 1 second, Stephen. I'm reading.
I knew it. The moment you didn't respond. You were reading up on exactly what the shard did.
I'm a very busy man right now. Revealing invisible units too.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's actually one of the best shards like the carries have. So
Lasso.
Gotta fight.
Cancelled out by the Yules. Blood Right's coming, but Rubik. He's faced off against the Weaver, and that's not the best battle he could take. A Roar comes, and Bloodseeker falls. They've also got the OD chasing an Oracle. I mean, sure. Brood Mother's walked into the fight too. It feels like Latam defenders have kind of given up on it. They call GG.
I mean, we felt that like, what, 7 minutes ago, I guess?
Yeah.
It was coming.
When I dropped the Gar and all the couriers dying, that was that was the moment we kind of knew. 9-23, 11. Heading into game 3 as well here as EGOBOYS tie things up against the Latam defenders. Man, this series is getting a bit interesting. They're like last pick Broodmother. The Beastmaster counters it. Was this down to draft Theban, do you reckon?
I mean, there was an OD, and then you can't assume that the OD is going mid because it's mainly being played as an offlaner, right? Like, especially in your pub games and such. So maybe they didn't count for that, and then they didn't think that Beastmaster would be able to like beat a Broodmother middle, which was also a problem. I feel like